This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of The Sinking City. In the last episode, we found one of the letters of that the innkeeper told us to check up on, and we found out about the fish. They've been poisoned. We gotta tell Anna what's going on there. But not before we mess around and learn about a bit about the biology of Oakmont. Of course, we're gonna fight some creepy crawlies in here. Probably best to like put a trap there. Did I heal myself completely? Not quite. Let me go and do that since we're gonna probably be fighting some baddies here pretty soon. I kind of wish I had a. There's that thing, whatever that is. I think last time we did that, I threw a bottle at its ass. Did he even get damaged by that? It's supposed to be a big thing. Oh, that's probably its weak spot. It's probably that big red glow. Oh, that guy's moving faster than I expected. Nice. Pick it up. No, not quite. Yeah, that probably that glowy bit is in the weak spot. There we go. Whoa! Holy shit. No, sorry. Okay, well, now that he didn't run into that, weirdly enough. Okay, let's take that back, might as well. Okay, we can make more bullets. Let's do that really quick. Oh yeah, I forgot I did the equip more bullets thing, so now I can hold a few more. And might as well get that healing up. I can see why the game doesn't give you a whole lot of the bags and everything, just because the bombs are really powerful. So sounds like there's more in here. I wonder if there's another one of those big dudes. Leave that up there. Alright, let me run around, see if we can turn. All we have to do is really just find out about the creatures. There's probably some letters or something like that around here. So. That's probably downstairs. Probably didn't even need to lay the trap up there. Ooh, hello. Cultist letter.
Neophyte, the Fukun Mother blesses you. Your servitude has been noticed. You will have the chance to join the inner circle and see our mother with thine own eyes. Our brothers carry the bodies of our abandoned children. To prove yourself worthy, prepare a place where they can be hidden and forgotten forever. In return, the Fukun Mother will embrace you and grant you your generous gifts.
Or Fakun, whatever. I don't know. Alright, ooh, what's this?
Those bags stink worse than a barrel of rotten fish. Or fisk, whatever.
Yeah. Why are they called fisk? Is that a specific term for fish or something? Or why didn't we just grab all the money, dude? Wait. Oh, okay, I was about to say, why didn't it grab it all? But fisk, fish, kingpin, sharkman, whatever. Okay. See, probably in the basement. Probably. I wonder if we had to fight another one of them. I guess it makes sense. Alright. I guess the game definitely makes you make use of all of your items, at least. Unless I decide to run away from everything, because technically the monsters don't give that much experience comparatively to just doing quests. So if I want to reach like a decent level by the end of the game, I could probably just avoid fighting everything. I mean, even on this field research stuff, I bet I don't have to fight those creatures. Didn't I hear, like, something earlier? Like a creature or something like that? Yeah, probably not. Hello?
This putrid slime is everywhere. I'll take a sample for Dr. Grant to examine.
Alright, we got the ooze sample. Let's see if there's anything else around here we can give to the doctor. Because in the previous area where we had to do field research, I was able to complete it without collecting all the evidence. That is great.
The Fukun Mother devours the weak flesh. The Fukun Mother gives new life to those consumed, a new birth in many forms. The Fukun Mother has many children and her family grows. The Fukun Mother is kind, for everyone may be her child, but bad children are purged and left outside in the cold light. Keep the secrets of your mother and she will grant you eternity.
Well, what a lovely mother indeed. What a lovely night of hers. We've got ourselves some Goopy dead bodies. Want to poke 'em? I don't. Maybe the field research doesn't require all evidence collected. It just needs to be all key evidence needs to be grabbed. Not getting anything else. I grab that. I forgot if this actually shows like if there's actually hidden stuff or if I actually have to be highlighting it to actually even see anything. I don't see anything else down here. I'll do one more quick oh, there we go. Just gotta trust that if I find that stuff I can find just get this next.
I did everything you asked, yeah? So when will my initiation begin?
Okay, is there any upstairs or if just... Nah, it didn't highlight, so there's only 3 it looks like.
Quick, bring them in before the neighbors see us. Are those the last ones?
Okay, that's probably first. I bet this one down here is number 2, I bet.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, I bet it goes, this one.
Quick, bring them in before the neighbors see us. Are those the
Well,
last
could the
ones?
transformation be 3rd? Well, it's probably, you know, another thing about it's probably, you know, 1, 2 up top and the 3rd on bottom, but we'll do this anyway, see if it's right or not, probably.
I did everything you asked, yeah? So when will my initiation begin?
Okay, so it is this.
Quick, bring them in before the
this,
neighbors see.
and
I
then
did everything you
and then the
asked, yeah?
transformation.
So
The only reason I
when
was
will
thinking
my
the one
initiation
looking
begin?
above was the 3rd one, just because it's like, okay, this is transforming, and then he says, hey. Am I good now?
Members of a cult were disposing of bodies in the basement of the shop. The corpses merged together to form a huge monstrosity.
Which we were able to beat by Alright, we got all the evidence. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's find, and then I can mark that off the map there. Delete. Where's the other one? The other one's just like right over here, so there's a teleport thing. There's a teleport thing actually not too far away. And I think if I remember correctly, if I do all the field research stuff, we get a new outfit, so about time for me to swap out my duds, you know. Of course, these duds are going to be very awkward when we're stuck out in the rain, which happens every once in a while if you just stand on the map. After a while, the weather will change. It's like Oklahoma. The weather will change. Just wait a minute. Doesn't mean it'll change for the better, but it will change. You know. Although with all these weird weather phenomenon occurring recently, it's hard to not say that for every, at least in my country anyway. Every state has some weird issue now that's going on. Wildfires, hurricanes are worse than they were the previous years, all this other stuff. But anyway. Alright, I think I just had to run around. Yeah. And since I already have a question mark to mark that, excellent. Maybe I should have done that while I was running around town looking for the side fast travels. Could have marked all the hidden doors. That way it probably would have been a lot faster for these quests, but yeah. Sometimes the journey is just all that you really need. Oh, wait, where's... it was... Where is it again? That's right, because it doesn't show... It only shows the... oh, it's a... Turn around. Is it this door? Oh, okay, there it is. Uh-oh. Oh, it's those, okay. I know what these things are. These are the things that, like to charge me, or whatever. Oh, no, did it spit me too, or is it just... I think they just charge and slide at me. Whoa! You have to be careful about backing up, just because they will... because they charge at you. Did one run into me? Because, yeah, if I run in a straight line, there's a chance that they'll slide into me. Oh, right, these guys drop those, like, bomb things, too. Uh-oh, what are they Sandy's trying to... My brain's trying to kill me. Oh, I used 2 of them. Damn it! Okay. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I think it's because with the health one, you can tell that it, like, something happened, like it flashes on screen or whatever. But with the psycho thing, it didn't seem to. Did I kill it? Or? Yeah, probably not. Got one. Come on, one of you chase me over here so I can get this trap. Oh, good. I bet that's their weak spot, is that little bump on the top. Ah! Oh, at least one of them got hit by it now. There's 2. You try and do a better job of, like, finding, hitting their weak spots, but, oh well. Yeah, might have to look into that trap improvement ability, but we only have so many knowledge points to spend and learn and do. You don't say it is, but it do. Mysterious disappearance. Police have started to look into the disappearance of several young women in Advent. Witnesses said they saw the missing victims visit the Count Ugolino restaurant, but the police investigation found nothing illegal. Chief Armand Mayers rejects all accusations of impropriety. Impropriety? How rough. Anyway. Alright, let's see what else is around here, because I think... Was there a basement, or was this one of the few places that didn't actually have a... No, every place in this... every place in this game has a basement. Who doesn't have a basement? I mean, I have a basement, but I almost never go into it because it's not... It's one of those basements that can get waterlogged pretty easily, and there's, like, no good light source down there. Not really. So it's one of those where you never know what's lived down there. Although one day I do need to go down there and clean it up at some point. I'm just too lazy. Formal invitation letter. Dear Mr. Thormund, it is my pleasure to invite you to the tasting of exclusive, exquisite dishes, which will be taking place at the Count Ugolino restaurant in 2 weeks' time. This is a closed event, and only the most honorable guests will be in attendance. I hope you will join us. Yours sincerely, A. Maya Chef. Alright, then we just gotta check... Oh, or we can't get into the basement. Wait, we should be able to. That... Right? I could have sworn that was a thing to go... Oh, maybe you have to go down this way? Huh.
The door won't budge.
Well, that's interesting that we can't actually go to the basement. Unless we're supposed to... purposely climb over that and fall down. Is there a good spot to, like, not take a ton of damage? Okay. I guess it goes to show that there are certain places you have to climb or maneuver around to get to spots, so I'll have to keep that in mind in the future. What's this?
These aren't your typical kitchen utensils.
What are they cooking here? They're cooking people!
Well, I don't think the health inspector will be pleased.
Oh ho ho ho. Reed, you silly son of a bitch. Are there monsters in here? Oh, what the? I actually didn't... Oh, no. I was about to say, I didn't actually expect to encounter actual people in this. Ah! Jesus Christ. Okay. I hit him with the trap, so... Yeah, for some reason I wasn't actually expecting an actual person. I was expecting either, like, monsters of some sort, so... That must have been the chef himself, who is feeding people the women. Because that's how you get that. That's how you get that Szechuan sauce, my man. It is a. We were too late. Recipe for human meat: preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Cut the flesh from the young woman's hip into 4-ounce pieces. Then pound each one to the thickness of 1/3 inch. Season with black pepper. On each steak, lay 1 slice of cheese, a few leaves of sage, and 2 slices of prosciutto. Roll into pinwheels. Heat the oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. Quickly brown the pinwheels on the outside. Hope my new patrons enjoy the dish. Ugh. Recipe for human meat. You take that, you son of a bitch. Anthropopagia. I was always sure my... Should do like an accent for this, but I was always sure my dishes could be unmatched. Those who taste human flesh always crave for more. It is difficult to find enough meat for my patrons. They spend all their time hiding in the basement, pleading to be fed again. Today I went downstairs and saw how the patrons had changed. They love my cooking so much that their bodies have adapted to consume more. I cannot let them down. I must post new ads in the Oakmont Chronicle. My funds are running low. Guess I'll have to find a prosperous patron to support my business. He was trying to. He was gonna try to get Mr. Throgmorton to consume the flesh of ladies. Ugh. Those are like dog bowls, basically. I mean, for all intents and purposes.
My esteemed patrons, presenting my latest delicacy. Don't be greedy. Don't hurry to eat, please. You'll always be my most well-regarded clients.
Too bad we didn't get to collect a shotgun and use it for ourselves. Oh well. Oops. Yeah, he has a shotgun and uses it and we don't even get to collect it. Very sound. Yeah. Dang it. Oh well. Is that... I mean, it says key evidence collected, so I guess I haven't collected everything, but I don't think I mean, I looked upstairs, I didn't see anything else there. Just, you know, we already mentioned that. Instruments, tub full of people, yes, yes. Yep. Then we can open that from the other side. So that's... maybe that's how I opened that one door from, in that one district I was trying to find the letter for. I have to probably climb around and open it from another... oh, that's the one I missed, probably. Smash it with a hammer! Ooh.
The blood is still fresh.
Is that it, then? I mean, we don't technically need to keep looking around. I've got what I need. The key evidence has been found. Maybe you get better quest rewards if you actively find, like, every single piece of evidence or something like that. Staff needed. The Count Ugolino restaurant is preparing to reopen. Kitchen hands, dishwashers, waiters, and waitresses needed. All interested parties should come to Count Ugolino for an interview with Chief Armand Mayers. Oh, see, then we get the 182 for collecting all the evidence. So, okay. All right, I think that's it for that. So we can go to the good doctor and tell him the good news. All right, which it was over here. Luckily, there's a teleport not too far away, so let's go to that. And then if we have the time, we'll actually go back to Anna and tell her about that one thing with the poisoned fish. Tell her her good deeds were being tainted by mysterious parties who did not like the cut of her jib, apparently, or something. I like it when an episode like runs a bit more smoother than like me running around like I don't know what I'm doing or something like that. Like it's nice that like there's very little delay in between like what I'm doing and like what needs to be done instead of me just running around trying to check for things or... I mean, obviously the longest parts of the game are probably me surviving the monster encounters for the most part because I do have to... It's easier to take care of them than just to run around trying to... I mean, maybe I probably could have like gone into the basement. If I was aware of like what was going to happen, I probably could have just climbed straight into the basement to avoid them. But I still would have to take out that dude. You probably could get away from not killing him, but I mean, I doubt anything really changes from doing that anyway, so might as well. I mean, he sees you and then pulls a shotgun on you and tries to shoot your ass, so might as well take him out. So he doesn't, what, is everyone else dressed like me too? Because then he'd have the same, he has the same backpack. Then again, how many businesses made, you know, traveling backpacks really back in the, you know, early 1900s? It's not like today where there's 2 or 3... No, I was going to make a joke about capitalism, but never mind. Alright, investigate the restaurant. They're feeding people!
I paid a visit to that awful restaurant. I'd call it a den of evil, but that would be an understatement.
Good grief. What happened?
The cook was mad, a cannibal, and fed those jumping monstrosities on human flesh. He called them patrons.
That restaurant was a destination for Oakmont's elite, many of whom disappeared shortly after the flood. I think we now know why.
Are you suggesting that it was cannibalism that caused such a horrific transformation?
These days, alas, cannibalism is not so rare. Could it be that all the Cositians, as Westerbrook calls them, were once men?
Cool. That's what they're called? I wouldn't have guessed that to be a name. Maybe there's something. Maybe it's belied by the Call of Cthulhu game or something like that, or maybe it's reference to it or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we got to the lock shop.
I visited that old shop you mentioned and found a few things you may be interested in. Even took a sample for studying.
What did you discover? I was sure a huge creature could not have wandered inside unnoticed.
The cult of the fecund mother was dumping corpses of their victims in the shop's basement.
Professor Westerbrook's research does suggest the Acheronians are attracted to dead bodies.
No, this one formed from the corpses themselves. There was a putrid slime on everything. Maybe that's the cause of this unnatural rebirth.
You said you took a sample of it. Well, I can conduct some experiments on rats. If your theory holds true, what a marvelous discovery.
We don't really need to make more of these, dude. It's good to know that how to make them just so you know not to do that, but you shouldn't actually test that out, man. How do you use all this information?
We've discovered a lot of disturbing information about the wild beasts. What are you gonna do with it?
Well, I've already contacted the university. We'll cooperate to further study these phenomena.
I mean, you should inform anyone, really, in this case. Inform the authorities. Will the authorities really do anything about that? I mean, I think on some of these decisions, if I remember correctly, most times it's just a trophy. I know some of these decisions you get a trophy for choosing one over the other, and some, I don't know how it is in this situation, but yeah.
The public deserve to know. It would help them to protect themselves and others.
It would cause mass hysteria. Doesn't the city have enough problems already? I must insist you keep all this confidential.
I thought you wanted help.
And I will, but we must prepare our advice carefully, with scientific rigor. We cannot rush this, my friend.
Bye.
Yeah, we'll see how that works, dude. Anyway, complete case field research, so now if I, yeah, I was about to say, now that I've done that, I can go use the Plague Doctor off. Ooh, we got enough credit for that, so... Alright, well, let's go... Actually, let's go ahead and wear that. I mean, does anyone mind me covering up this malicious mug of mine? Yeah, and then we can go meet Anna with this, our lovely face. Alright, let's go teleport back to the inn there. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. I've noticed in some cases, depending on like where I'm going, sometimes the loading isn't as bad, but it still takes a while though. I think that's probably, I mean, if I had to give this game any issues, which it does have quite a few, I think one of my biggest issues is the loading times. And you'd think, oh, I'd have enough patience because I play games like this on the PlayStation, older PC games and stuff like that, but it's hard when you're so used to like most modern games that like maybe don't immediately, but load times are so small in most modern games that if it takes even more than like, you know, 10 or 20 seconds, then you're like, you know, what the hell, man? You know. I mean, it's not like I have a potato. Well, I mean, my PS4 is kind of slowly wearing out, but wait, did I check these before? Oh, I don't think I... did I hit this the last time I was here? Doctors at the Boston Asylum were looking a way to fix me. It proved to be a tall order. At first they asked me questions. I thought my story would be reported to the officials, but they were just making a list of things to fix. I feared water, so they swallowed me in drenched sheets. I told them about the things in the darkness, so they kept me in dark rooms blindfolded. I mean, yeah, facing your fears, but come on, man. No problems, no progress until they brought the electrodes. They kept my thoughts jumbled. Only the words of the doctor held my mind together. Oh, you got electroshock? Well, in this time period, that makes sense. He told me who I am and how to think. He gave me connections to keep me sane. They seemed I'm getting used to it. The question is, for better or for worse? Okay, so I hadn't read that before. And there's laudanum I have to take, apparently, for my sleeping.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Yeah, well, it's not working as well as I thought, huh? Alright, now that we finished that, we can swap to the Plague Doctor. What are the other ones? Crime Scene. I don't think I've run into a lot of these yet. Oh yeah, Bounty of the Sea. That's the one where we're doing. Actually, might as well. Let's see. Ooh, is this new? Insanity spreading. In recent days, Oakmont has experienced odd outbreaks of sudden madness. They seem to be spreading throughout the city, seemingly at random. The witnesses report seeing university scientists at the location of the outbreaks. Dr. Philip Grant of St. Mary's Hospital believes it's all due to the peculiar kind of helmet infestation that apparently originated somewhere around the university. He advises citizens not to neglect their health and to visit the hospital for highly effective anti-helminthic treatment of the first sign of disease. I bet that's what happens for I bet you get that for not informing the authorities or telling them to inform the authorities. Did I? Oh, right, that's my coin thing. Okay. Actually, since I'm... Well, is it? Yeah, we really don't... I don't really want to start story stuff today because I feel like I want to focus... I kind of want to focus... I think I'll just focus the next episode specifically on that. So, I'll go and do the Bounty by the Sea stuff. Let's see, that one's, which was the closest one? Oh yeah, actually that one's pretty close just because I marked that before, so. I like the Plague Doctor look, it's pretty cool. I think so anyway. Nothing, modern days obviously doesn't make sense to use or wear a plague mask. The whole idea of it was you know, when plague spread through like airborne diseases, the idea was the mask was basically there to, to make it further for air circulation to get straight to you, so there would be a difference between breathing and the actual air. And then at the end of the beak, I believe it was, I forgot what they stuffed in there. There's stuff stuffed in there to supposedly prevent diseases, or it's supposed to filter and prevent diseases from getting to the Plague Doctor inside the beak part. I think it's at the farther end or whatever. Yeah, you can check it out. It's pretty interesting how they thought about, you know, curing or preventing airborne diseases and stuff like that. But yeah, you'll never see someone walking around with one of these things. It says in this general area. Okay, there we go. Yeah, since we're here, I might as well. How do you choose like what pops up in my inventory? Oh, I just don't have it. Okay, that's why it wasn't even there. All right. Just in case. I mean, it won't completely stop them unless it's like one of those weaker creatures, but. Nice, getting some alcohol. Maybe I should heal my... And all this looks familiar because the assets are similar, just slightly jumbled around a bit, but not much different. Oh, okay, there's the... I was like, do I need to drop down for... But no. Oh yeah, I guess we can turn on the flashlight. Are there even any monsters in here? I'm surprised I haven't been attacked already. Usually it doesn't take very long for monsters to attack. Destroy all monsters.
Oh,
do I actually have to drop down? Oh, let me see. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I can. It says not to, it won't budge, but clearly means there must be a key or something like that around here that I can access the... I wonder if I can step in my own trap. I'm not going to test it right now, but... Oh, that's how you get in. Okay, you drop down there. Wait, no? No, I guess... Okay. I'm not going to drop down there yet. There's got to be some other stuff in here. Can you... Yeah, I keep hearing, like, random noises. I wonder if that's just the ambiance in the game to kind of try and freak you out. I mean, it could be. I wouldn't be surprised. almost filling up on all our stuff. Just need to get some new weapons. It'll be gold is gravy, man. Yeah, I gotta get rifles, shotgun. I don't know what else we can get, but those are... Because the fact I've seen shotguns and rifles used in this game. Really? Nothing here? Huh. I mean, all we're looking for is like the... we're just looking for that, like, manifesto or whatever it is for the... Oh. Well, how do you get down... How do you get into that room?
Door won't budge.
Maybe I have to go... Maybe I have to go around the house or something like that? Like, maybe there's a backside or something like that? Yeah, I don't really see... Oh, maybe... Well, let's see if this finds anything. Probably not. I think I would have seen a mind's eye before. For that, I'm gonna have to. Maybe it's something I need to like. Maybe something I need to be aware of or know or whatever before I can unlock it. Like maybe there's a story thing I need to do. Let me go up. I didn't think I saw any mind eye stuff around here. At least not that I'm aware of. That's how you drop down there. Might as well pick up my trap. There's nothing going on. Oh! You can't hit your own traps. Great. Well, I actually wasn't trying to do that, and I did it anyway. Dang it, game. Hit me with my own traps. Hit me with your best shot. And fly away. Oh, nice lovely ladies there. Excellent. Okay, can't with that. May have to call it an episode then and maybe try to mess with the stuff off screen, maybe. Yeah, alright. Well, if I figure anything out, I'll let you know at the beginning of the next episode. If not, we'll go on to the plot. So, will I find out what's inside here, or will Anna find out that her guard was being a bit of a doofus? Find out next time in the next episode, The Sinking City. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.